Well, my drain backed up. And I ran a snake down through the kitchen sink. 25 feet. And that didn't clear it. So, I decided to cut the line. I'm letting it drain out. And you can see that is nasty stuff. Man, does that stink. So, let's just see if we can see what's going on here. Trying to catch as much as I can in the garbage can. Oh my gosh. Well, that ain't good. Can you see that? That line is completely clogged. Look at that. Completely clogged. Well, that ain't good. Alright. There we go. Alright. So, trying to do this one-handed. So this is what I dug out of the pipe. And I can't say 100%, but we never had a problem until we started using those pod pack things. And that's what it looks like to me, is that stuff that's in those pod packs. But ever since we started using them, we've been having problems with the drain. So I'm going to keep digging here and see how, I didn't even start on this pipe yet, and see how far I can go here. See if we can get this thing opened up. Man, this stuff stinks like you cannot even imagine. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I just cut another, let me turn my light on so you guys can maybe see if I can find the button. What the crap? Alright. So this is about 10 feet downstream. Because I had to see if this is, you follow this around, this goes down into the 3-inch line. So, it looks like, yep, that's clogged pretty good. Hopefully this side isn't as bad. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I just got to keep plugging away here. I know the main line's not clogged because, got some on my phone. There's a toilet right over there and it's flowing good. So I just got to figure out how to get it unclogged from, I'll probably have to cut that again. I'm going to probably end up having to repipe this whole thing. I'm telling you, everything in me is saying it's from them Tide Pods, or not Tide Pods, those dishwasher pod thingies, because it's almost like a white powdery paste. Alright, well, I'll bring you back here once I figure some more out. I got a mess of clean up here all over the floor. That's probably going to stink for about 2 weeks. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I ended up having to cut all the other pipe out, clean back down to where the pipe comes down through the wall and 90s out from the sink. And everything I found is this stuff. And it's just like soap powder. So I'm accounting it to the clog, and it clogged over 20 feet of pipe solid. And for years, we've been using what do you call it? Dishwasher pods. Dishwasher pods. You know, like soap powder that you'd put in your washing machine, but it's for your dishwasher. And I would say that's probably 10 years worth of cotton picking stuff clogged up in that line. So we will not be using anything but liquid dish detergent in our dishwasher. And I would advise you to do the same. We use Roto-Rooter a lot at work, and I can tell you that pipe is so clogged, there's no apparatus that they have that would chew through that. None. It was packed, tight, solid. Nothing's going to chew through that. Not 20 feet of it. So, little words of wisdom. Now I gotta, you see that? Looks like 18 people puked up their supper in there. And it smells like it too. So I gotta go out here, try and clean the rest of these pipes out. Get them opened up. And then I gotta hop in the shower and head in town for a bit and then call it a day. I gotta go to work. So there you have it. Only liquid dish detergent for your dishwasher. Here we go. Alright, so to continue our drain clog issue video, here we go. Now, this is your... I was getting ready to do this and I thought, no one's going to want to see this, but then I thought, well, you know what? This is how everyday people do stuff, so I'm just going to record it, whatever. So this is our double bowl sink. This is your basket. It sets down in there like this. Now a lot of people use plumber's putty right here. Right here. The problem with plumber's putty is after a while it breaks down and it gets washed away and then the things leak. So my buddy Chris years ago, Chris, if you're watching this video, thank you. I appreciate all the work you did for us. But a lot of people, the plumbers now, are just using 100% silicone. Put a bead around there, squeeze it tight, clean it up, and it'll last a very long time. Now, there's your basket. So, underneath your sink here, so you're going to have a washer that goes up here, and then you have this metal ring, which is your tightening nut. That goes up on there like that, tightens up, and then that makes your seal. Then you have your trap, and then if you have a double bowl plus a dishwasher, that all gets tied in, which I'll do later here. Now, oh man, that's hard on my knees. So I took the basket out, and there's still some silicone on here, and here's my knife I used this morning to make some peanut butter toast, because you don't need anything special, you just need something to get this silicone off with. So regular people, or as Wrangler Star says, professional homeowners learn to work with what they got laying around. So since I consider myself an East Coast professional homeowner, which is roughly just about 2 grades above a West Coast professional homeowner, I'm just using a butter knife. Well, the rest of it fell down through there, so I might as well just put that down through there. Okay, we'll clean that up later. Now, this depression here in your sink, which seats your basket, you want that to be super, super clean. So, what do I have here? Well, here's a water filter scrubber. Let's see if that will work. It's got some Scotch-Brite on it. Let's see if we can... That'll get her. I am not putting this thing back together till this thing is 100% shiny clean. For more than one reason, because you want your silicone to have a really nice clean surface to bond to. Alright, well that ain't working so good, so we're gonna have to figure out something else. Alright, let me see what I can find. I'll be right back. Here we go. Alright, I found this brass brush, so let's see if that'll clean her off. Now, that last drain cleaner I used had sulfuric acid in it. And normally I wouldn't use something like that, but I could not figure out for the life of me why I couldn't get this drain to get unclogged. But as you've seen in the previous videos there, when you got 20 plus feet of 2-inch line jam-packed full of powdered dishwasher detergent, it ain't gonna come clean. What am I gonna do here? Well, let's try this. Alright, that's working a little better. Now don't press too hard. You don't want to gouge the steel. Stainless is pretty hard. Especially flat or stamped, flat steel stainless or stamped stainless. It's pretty hard. If you've ever tried to drill it, you know what I mean. I think flat stainless is probably the worst stuff to drill. It's super hard. You gotta at least use a cobalt bit, if nothing else. And you gotta start with a small bit and work your way up to the size you need. I usually start with like an 1/8 inch bit. I am just not liking this. This Scotch-Brite stuff is not taking this off like I want it to. It's polishing it up nice, but come on. Alright, well you get the gist of that. I'll bring you back here when I'm ready to put this together. Here we go! Alright, I got that cleaned up, so now I am wiping this down with some alcohol pads. You want that surface to be as clean as humanly possible. And you can see how dark they are. So it wasn't as clean as what I thought. Now, Need to clean the bottom side of your basket up real good. You see there's still, I didn't have any clear silicone the last time I fixed this, so I just used red stuff that we use on vehicles, the high temp stuff, but it's all silicone. It works, so whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to clean this up now. I'll get the silicone and stuff ready, and then I'll show you how we put it together. Stand by. Okay. So I cleaned this up. This is your lock ring, tightener ring, whatever you want to call it. And I got the basket very clean with some, I even wiped it down with some alcohol wipies. So we're gonna take some silicone here. Now this is a, for the most part, it's almost empty thing of, let me turn it around here. You can see it's 100% silicone, waterproof, whatever. Alright, so you want about a 1/4 inch bead the whole way around. You're going to have a little, oh come on, well, that's hard. Alright, hold on, I got to fix the caulking gun. Alright, so got that fixed, so we're gonna smear some silicone on here. This would be easier if I just let it down, I think. You want a good, consistent bead. Alright, so we'll set that in the other sink for now. Now take this, put your fingers inside to hold it. You want to get it centered in there the best that you can. Don't push it down real hard. Just put it in there enough that it sticks. Okay. So now we're gonna move underneath here. Oh, you guys can't see nothing like that. Alright, let's turn the light on. Well, that's not helping either, is it? Alright, so we'll get our washer and our friction nut. Oh, one important thing before I forget. So, you'll hear me talk about this often. Elsco deox. You want to take a little dab of that stuff, put it on your finger, and then this, your lock nut, which is aluminum, okay, you want to smear that deox inside the ring. Just wipe it all around, because what you're doing here, this basket is stainless steel. This is aluminum. Anytime you put two dissimilar metals together, well, I shouldn't say anytime, but you know what I mean, you're going to have corrosion. Alright, so we're going to put our washers on. Oh, don't do that. Come on. Come on. Okay. Now we got that started. Don't push up on your basket. Just spin that nut as gentle as you can. I'm actually holding it from the top and spinning the nut on here. You'll feel it starting to tighten up. All right. Now, once you tighten that down, they make a special wrench that goes in the bottom of your basket to hold it, but I don't have one. So, you just stick a screwdriver down in there, and that'll hold it in place. All right, now channel locks. Now you want it tight, but you don't want to crank on it too much. Tight is tight. I'm going to give her just one little more ooga dooga here. Alright, let's look up above here and see how it looks. Alright, now let's see if I can get on there. You see how the silicone's just pushing out around the edges? That's perfect. So now you just take your finger, go like that, tool it around. It's called tolling. Tool it around. Don't worry about this little bit of extra. It'll just wear off. Make sure you get her squished down in there the best you can. Okay, and that's done. Well, I guess you could. I'll take a paper towel here. You can take a paper towel and just clean up your edges a little bit while the silicone's wet. It hasn't set up. Does a little bit neater job, I guess. Alright, that's good enough for me. I'm not a professional, so... Well, I am a professional. I'm a professional homeowner. Alright, now, when you're doing this stuff, you got to be able to... Can you guys see there? What are you looking at? Let's... Oh. Alright, so here's your... You got to be able to compartmentalize and prioritize. So here's what it looks like now. And this is what's called your tailpiece. Okay? I'm going to bring this up here. I want to show you something. Set this thing up here so I can... Stand by. Alright, well, I had to go help old Jeffy boy put some air in his tires. His wagon tires. Oh, is this thing going to work this way? I don't even know what's going on right now. No, that's not going to work that way. Alright, let's turn this thing around. Stand by. Alright, this should work better. Now, I'll set you up like right there. Perfect. Okay. So this piece right here is called your tailpiece. It goes right on here like this, right? There's a little plastic bushing here and a little plastic bushing there. Now, this was leaking the other day, but it was pretty dirty, so I cleaned it up good with the toothbrush, and I don't have another one of these, so I'm just going to put it back together with this, and if it leaks, I'll replace it. If not, then we're good. So, again, with this metal ring here, put some deox on that so that when you screw it to the stainless, it doesn't corrode. It doesn't take much, but it will help quite a bit, actually. So while I'm putting some deox on this thing, I don't even know what time it is. At some point here, I gotta get ready for work. Alright, so this is your tailpiece. We're gonna screw this on. I gotta make sure it's good and tight. Channel locks. Okay, that's tight. Oh, buckets of balls. Well, my plastic bushing fell out. I guarantee it would have leaked. Oh, buckets. Alright, so this is what that little plastic bushing looks like. And that's what makes your seal. I kind of went on there a little tight, so I'm just going to smear a little deox on this too. Those threads are pretty flat. That's probably why, but oh man, I lost my lid. Well, whatever. No, Mav. And the puppies, the two lab puppies, they keep getting into everything every time I have to run and do something. Goosey ate my wrapper for my sink washer. When I left, he was outside playing in the yard. Oh, well, that didn't work. What in the world's going on here? I don't know. Oh, come on. I don't know why it's not getting tight. Oh, there, it just come off again. Alright, well, I'm gonna guess it's because I put that deox on there. Get this light to stay put. Alright, so let's take the deox off. These threads on this are very shallow, and they're very flat. So this nut doesn't want to grip real well. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not exactly sure why it's doing what it's doing. Alright, well, I cannot get this tailpiece nut to tighten up, and I can't quite figure out why, other than it just looks like it's corroded. So until I can get a new tailpiece, that's about all I can do. Alright, well, that's going to do it for right now. I'll try and make another video when I get this finished up. But God bless each and every one of you. We'll see you on the next one. Well, I'll try and do one more video, so we'll save that for the next time. Alright, here we go.